Right, here we go with heat number 2 of the 1660s, sponsored by Pro Skills Development. They are also the corner sponsor on the left-hand side of the commentary box. Salim Delvai with Kwesi Veyers, Tashius Jr., Jacques Du Plessis Jnr. with Quinton Fenter, the front 5 on the inside line. On the outside line, Abdulkader Delvai from Valhalla Meyer. And then I think the ex-Vickers car is going to be coming up on that outside line, the 64. Now looks like he's going to pull in the tail end of the field. So probably then Skalpana Vestays and Orvainan that need to move up into one of those positions, because it looks to me like there's too many cars on the inside line and not a lot of cars on the outside. They're all very spread out. I don't see how we can start this one while the race gets started.
Well, the flag goes down and away we go. Down into turn number 1. It's Abdulkader Delwai that's dropped down 2 positions. Salim Delwai sits out there in P1. Full course yellow flag is out. Full course yellow flag is out. The field was way too spread before the green flag went down. And then also Ephraim Delwai with problems as well. Added to all of this, the clerk of the course says, let's just full course yellow this and get this whole thing done over again.
Yeah, they were definitely not correctly in positions with the first start, but I suppose as the rule says, you have to start it and then stop the race. But that left-hand front on the 64 car, that is definitely bent. Ibrahim Dalvai, that was definitely not standard settings, and that car's definitely not going to handle.
Right, clerk of the course says let's stagger them and get them in the right grid positions, and then let's do this one all over once again.
So Abdulkader Delvai alongside the Salim Delvai car, then it's Kwesi Veyers alongside that. Looks like it's supposed to be Skalpana Vestays, and that's supposed to go in here, yes. But Alan Mayer, third row on the outside, and the inside of that is Tashius Jr. Then it's Wynand Miller on the outside of row number 4. On the inside of that is Jacques Jr. Then behind Jacques Jr. on the inside line, the 5th row on the inside, the 77 is Quinton Fenter. On the outside of that should then be Ian Henning. And once again, we've got two cars at the tail end of the field, a long way back. But that's their dilemma. Everybody else is there.
Terugslag van pro.max, en het is Salim Delwai en Abdulkader Delwai wat lekker wegsprint het. Kwesi Veyers daar in die derde plek sit met Miller wat aan die buitekant gaan sit daar so in die eerste draai, en dan kom Quinton Venter deur in die binnekant van Jacques Du Plessis. Maar kyk vir Delwai en Kwesi Veyers in die agterste pylvlak as Veyers aan die buitekant gaan sit en skuif op in daai tweede posisie in.
Well, here we come out of the Tiger Liverpool corner, heading down towards us. Abdulkader Delwai sitting out there, P1, being hassled there by Kwesi Veyers. Right behind them is Salim Delwai. Veyers goes wide. Salim almost had a look up on the inside there of Kwesi Veyers with a heck of a lot more speed coming out the corner. And into the lead goes Kwesi Veyers. Abdulkader Delwai drops down into that second position, followed there by Salim Delwai. And right there with him is the 444 of Tashius van Tonder. And hot on their heels is the Nissan Xer of Jacques Du Plessis Jr.
Well, Tashius van Tonder the third didn't have a good first race, but look at that. Now that car's up and hoofing it. I see he's got a beadlock left-hand front, which he's never had before. Too hard on the brakes. Abdulkader pulls up on the inside of him, but while the Delvai 64 car is going off onto the infield to make place for everybody to come around him. Massive struggle. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. They're all very close.
Ja, baie naby tussen daai groep van 2de, 3de, 4de, 5de, 6de. As Tashius van Tonder die binnekant probeer inkry daar van Jacques Du Plessis. Maar dit is Salim Delwai wat die pak lei die tweede posisie daar in 33 gevolg deur Abdulkader Delwai en Jacques Du Plessis Jr. Tashius van Tonder die derde, Valhalla Meyer, Quinton Venter. Dan is dit Skalk van die Westhuizen, Ian Henning en Wynand Miller.
Oh, never mind the man that sits out there, P1, Kwesi Veyers. He's up ducking and disappearing. It's all about this 5, 6, 7, 8-way fight coming out of the Tiger Liverpool's corner for that second position. Right now it's in the hands of Salim Delwai. He's got Abdulkader Delwai right there behind him. Tashius van Tonder the third runs very high, very wide. He's going to lose a few more positions. Valhalla Meyer, he's also right up against the wall. And there's contact there between Skalk van der Westhuizen and the 58 of Valhalla Meyer.
Oh, that was unfortunate, and Skalk lifted his hand up in protest, saying, come on, how did you do that? You came right across the front of me, full course yellow comes out. So, well, Frankie, as you said, Corsiva's up, dusted and disappeared. All of that now negated as the yellow flag comes out. He slows it down. Well, you have to slow down a lot because that car of his is way ahead of everybody else. Everybody else is going to have to get it all back together again. Meyer gets it going, but I do believe it will be Salim Delvai from Abdulkader Delvai from Jacques Jr., Quinton Venter Jr. is the next one in there. It looks like the right-hand front corner of the bumper has taken a bit of a knock. But if you think how he went in I didn't go in the first race and how he's now gone in the second race, definitely Junior on the move.
Well, FC with Corsiva's making his way out of Tiger Bapul's corner. That second, third, fourth, that second grouping led there by Salim will have to clear these slower cars and hook in there at the back of Mr. Top Gun himself.
Ja, die windvlag is dan uit vir die manne om in plek te val en die volgende keer hulle omkom gaan die groen vlag van hulle wag. Ek sukkel om my kop rondom hierdie trekker van Ian Henning te kry wat so loop rook hier op die baan. Maar daai voortwyser vandag nie heeltemal op die pas, dit is normaalweg sien van hom nie. Maar kom ons kyk wat gebeur. Corsiva is wat hulle lei voor Salim Delvai, Abdulkader Delvai, Jacques Du Plessis Jnr, Quinton Venter, Tertius van Tonder die derde, Ian Henning, Meyer, die groen vlag val en dat is die probeer. Baie is die voorkant in die section, en most wanted 47 Tigra, gevolg deur Salim Delvai, dan Kader Delvai, Jacques Du Plessis en Quinton Venter.
Well, I don't think they have a problem that the Delvais work together. They race one another very, very hard, and they don't run shotgun for one another whatsoever. Abdulkader and Salim. Well, let me see. Abdulkader actually rubbing the back bumper of Salim. That runs Salim wide, and that gives Jacques Jr. the opportunity to actually stick his nose in there. So no shotgun for nobody. The Delvais race for themselves.
Well, it's a massive, massive dogfight coming out of turn number one and Tertius van Tonder. Oh, there's contact there between Quinton Venter and Abdulkader Delvai. And Abdul gets sent packing towards the infield as the rest of the field comes through, but the clerk of the course has put out the full course yellow flag.
Yeah, no, Quinton picked him up and just didn't let him go. It's not going to work.
Just sent him packing towards the infield.
Yeah, Quinton Venter definitely going to get a bit of a wagging from the COC there.
Well, the COC was actually saying Abdulkader also, you must also think a bit. I think he did close the line off a little bit as well, and yeah, Quinton being showed to the back of the pack. So it's going to be Corsiva's, Salim Delvai, Jacques Jr., Tertius the third, and yeah, looks like Abdulkader is going to go back into his position behind Jacques Jr. Quinton Venter being showed no can do. You'll have to start from the tail end of the field. Quinton Venter, man, it's not scared to use his front bumper in most circumstances, but I think he felt a bit aggrieved by that one because I think he feels that the car in front of him came across his line and he wasn't out of position at all at that stage. But as a clerk of the course, the choices you got to make.
Groen vlag vallen is weer die swart van kom met baie in die voorkant. Volgens Salim Delvai wat baie druk van Jacques Du Plessis Jnr af. Dan is dit Kader Delvai, Tertius van Tonder die derde. Ian Henning met elkaar saam met hulle sit. Dan Meyer, Wynand Miller en Quinton Venter.
Right down the back line they go, and up into second position goes Jacques Jr. moving up into second place. Here's the Salim Delvai. The white flag comes out for the final lap. Behind Salim is Abdulkader Delvai, and having a look up on his inside, there was Tertius the third, followed by Ian Henning and Meyer. But the checkered flag has been ready, Gary, for race leader Corsiva.
Oh, for a second time he upducks and disappears and takes that position away. Jacques Jr. has done a brilliant job up into second place. Salim Delvai, then it's Tertius Jr. from Abdulkader Delvai, then Ian Henning, and then Meyer, the Pro Skills car of, I think at East Van der Westhuizen. I think the other one standing on, is it Wynand Miller? Okay, so it's Van der Westhuizen, that's then not on the track anymore. So interesting stuff for the second heat of the 1660s, sponsored by Pro Skills Development. Two of their own cars out there on circuit, and unfortunately Van der Westhuizen not making it to the end.